Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hey, friends. Happy Tuesday evening. I am Jackie Cox. I'm a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus, and I'm here with my very good friend, Katie Wiggins, who just hit the rank of Emerald. And I'm so excited for her. That means a whole bunch for her and her family. And I'll let her tell you exactly what that means. But first of all, I just wanted to thank y'all so much for giving up some of your evening on Tuesday away from your family to sit and listen to our stories. We hope that something we say blesses you tonight. At least that is our prayer. Real quick, I have been on the Plexus products for 5 years now. I cannot believe that. Just had my 5 year anniversary. And I started because of some absolutely debilitating anxiety that I dealt with my entire life. Went on anxiety medicine at the age of 15 and had panic attacks regularly. Would go to the doctor each year for my checkup, and I would just find myself telling him nothing's any better. We would always raise my dosages, add something else to what I was taking. And he was told me it was just a way of life that I was just going to have to accept, like for the rest of my life, learn coping skills, basically. So fast forward to when I got married, had my first daughter. I experienced some really bad postpartum depression, and my anxiety was just through the roof. The straw that broke the camel's back was I was in the grocery store with my baby, felt a panic attack coming on. So all I knew to do was to just lift her infant seat out of the buggy and run out of the car. And I just remember telling my parents that night, my husband that night, that I just cannot continue that way. There's got to be a better way. Well, as God is, right on time, I saw my friend Christina posting about some products that she started taking that helps people with so many different things. But what stopped my scroll was anxiety. And so I reached out to her and asked her if she thought this was something that could help me. I trusted her enough to know that it wouldn't hurt me. Skeptically, I went in and started the products because I was at my wits end. At the same time that I was dealing with this postpartum depression, I also had daily headaches. I was addicted to coffee, Diet Coke, all the things to help me get through the day. And so I was ready. I was ready for a change. I was ready to try this out. So it only took a couple of months for me to be sleeping better and to not have to take my Tylenol every day. And eventually, several months in, I even talked to my doctor about coming off my anxiety medicine. It has just been the biggest blessing for me. Had a second daughter on Plexus products, and my pregnancy was completely different. Zero postpartum issues, little to no anxiety. My girls have their mama back, my husband has his wife back, and it just is remarkable. And so I just realized, y'all, I could not keep this to myself. I'm sitting over here feeling on top of the world when I was praying every night for something to change. So why would I not tell other people about it? Because I knew if I was wanting a change and had reached rock bottom, somebody else out there has too. And come to find out, so many people are in that boat. And so many people are silently suffering. And so God laid people on my heart to reach out to, and it just kind of snowballed from there. I decided that I was going to make this another stream of income for my family because I saw how quickly it blessed us. Plexus is so generous. I really like the fact that they put their advertising dollars back into the pockets of their ambassadors and don't hire a celebrity to endorse these products because they truly want it to be a relationship business. And that's what it is. It's loving on people. It's helping people reach their goals, reach their dreams. And speaking of dreams, I get to teach at the best private school in Savannah, and we sent both of our girls there on Plexus is dime, pretty much. My commission check pays for both girls to get an amazing private education, and more than that, helps towards extra activities for the girls. Livy's going to a camp because of the extra that we have, and I just get to become a yes mom, and it just is so amazing to not have to worry about where that money's going to come from. We're building a house right now. I'm so excited to be able to help my husband pay that off early. It just is an amazing blessing, and it only goes up from here. So I learned that you can dream. You can dream as an adult. You can dream and achieve those dreams. We always tell our children you can be and do whatever you want, but we can too. We can too. And it's been such an amazing blessing. Okay, so enough about me. I'm going to introduce Katie to you and let her tell you a little bit about herself. And then I would just, if it's okay, Katie, I'd like to ask you a couple questions about your success.
Of course. I love questions.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right, Katie, tell us about yourself. You got 2 little boys, don't you?
Yes. Okay. So, as you know, I'm Katie Wiggins. I am a newly Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. This is brand new, y'all, so it's still sinking in. And yeah, so I'm a mama of 2 boys. Busy boys, should I say. I'm a barrel racer, I'm a horse lover, I'm a wife, I carry many hats. And so for me coming into Plexus, I was at an all-time low myself. I battled PCOS, I was a pre-diabetic, no energy at all. And they were wanting to put me on medication again, and I didn't want to be on medication. So I got reached out by a sweet friend. She introduced Plexus to me, and I kind of pushed it off. I was like, I don't really invest in vitamins myself. And so I pushed it off, and to the point where I was like, okay, I need this. I need to give it a shot. What else do I have to lose? And so I did give it a shot. And, 3 months in, I was already like a different woman. And so I was like, okay, I'm sold. But rewind back to when I first started. For me, like Jackie said, I got on the phone with now a good friend, but I didn't know her from the next town, Emily. She allowed me to dream again. She allowed me to realize that you can dream, you can make dreams come true type deal. And so I had these thoughts in my head that may happen, but never really just put them set in stone, like, oh, I'm going to do that type deal. So it was just really like a light bulb. So whenever she set those dreams that I could dream again, I was like, okay, I'm ready to share. And so I didn't even have my testimony yet, y'all. I just went ahead and started sharing with friends and family and all the things. And right then and there, I went senior silver in my first month, and I didn't even have my products. And so from there, just went on, and I love what I do. I was an x-ray tech by heart, and then I did finance, and then this. And so I love waking up and doing this every day.
Oh my gosh, so inspiring. So wait a minute, you started sharing before you even got your products?
I did. So I was told, they're like, 5 to 7 people, you have 5 to 7 friends. And I was like, maybe. But I did. I reached out. My first 3 friends was my mama, my cousin, and a good friend. And then from there, it just escalated. I was like, oh, I know these people. They got these problems. Let me ask these people. So it just kept compound effect. And I'm not shy, y'all. I don't hold back. I talk. I do talk in person a lot, and I do get on the phone a lot. And so that has been a major play in my business as a whole. Most of my team loves to talk, and they love to get on the phone. They love sip and sees, y'all. Sip and see. They are so beneficial. Even if you have one show up, you're still blessing that one, letting them know what you have or letting them know where they could go, you know?
That's awesome. So you literally just started out sharing by thinking of people that you knew could use these products. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. That's what I did too. I was encouraged to make a list of people I knew struggling, and there's so many people that do. All right. So everybody wants to know, Katie, how this has blessed your family. So y'all, if you're not familiar with the ranks in Plexus, that's okay. But just to let you know, Katie hitting the rank of Emerald means many, many things. But monetarily, it means that her family is now being blessed with a 6-figure income a year. So Katie, what's that look like for your family? What does that provide for your family now?
So it provides more than you can. Right now, I'm still trying to grasp it all, honestly, but it provides where we can start saving for our boys. I mean, I have 2 boys, they're 6 and almost 10. We can start saving, putting in their savings account more than what we were, because who knows if they'll go to college. We got cars, we're gonna have to buy vehicles, all the things. So it's trying to think in the long run for them, so you're not having to pinch pennies to do that. So starting to save. We also love to travel, so being able to use that and not have to come out of another account or, you know, wondering if we could afford it, just able to have that on, just be able to have that and not have to like, oh, we can't do that, we better take a step back because that's too much. But now it's enabling us to go more places or go where we've always wanted to go. And the main thing for us is just saving for the boys, just because I know everywhere is getting more expensive. Prices go up everywhere. So we just want to think about their future. And then plus I got one that plays sports and it just gets more and more expensive.
Not cheap, huh?
It's not. And I know I know girls are way more expensive with their stuff, but y'all, baseball is about to, like, I'm like, that costs that much? So yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Katie, that's just awesome. And in your 30s to be able to already look towards being debt free. I mean, wow. Okay, so I know you've had to rebuild your team before because I've had to do it too. So what did you tell yourself, like when subscriptions get turned off or when somebody says that, you know, they're not going to do this anymore? What do you tell yourself when those mindset negative thoughts try to creep in?
So that's what they are. They're negative thoughts. I feel like that is the devil trying to get at you. So I like to fight back with him and just say, you know, if they turn their sub off, 9 times out of 10, y'all, they're coming back. I mean, I've been here a little over 2 years and I've already got the ones that cut their subs off in 2021. They're coming back in 2023 because they know how much better they felt when they were on these products. And then now when people turn subs off, I do try to connect with them to see what the real reason was and just continue that good customer care. I always leave on a good note. I don't want them to think that they cannot come back to me. And I've always been a positive seeker. And so I try to knock the negative thoughts out. Y'all, I know it's hard. Like she said, I have rebuilt. I've got a team of God-fearing women right now, and I love them. I got one on here right now. And so it's what I pray for, and I just hope to be able to bless other women to come in and men if they need to, just to find what they're missing. For me as community, I would have never met a lot of faces on here, and Jackie, I consider Jackie a bestie. And so, and people think we're sisters. So we're very close. So I would have never met Jackie through this pink drink, and the community has totally touched my heart, y'all. And I just do not ever see it, you know, not being in my lifestyle, but rebuilding can be a tough thing. Some of y'all have not experienced yet, and some of y'all may. But my thing is to never, ever quit, because you will never find where you can actually end up. I had so many times that I could quit. Like, you know, you gave it a good run, there you go. But that was not in my vocabulary, and I just saw my purpose in this to go much further. So I grew some grit and then just pushed forth. And so that would be my suggestion, is to just have the grit and never quit. And also give yourself grace, because there will be those instances where you can get so hard on yourself, y'all. I'm real hard on myself. I'm real disciplined. And so I have to take a step back and just give myself grace, and then move forward.
Absolutely. Well, you kind of already answered this question, but I know that money is amazing and can be a blessing when you steward it well, but that is, I don't think, what drives you, Katie. So what do you do when you get up every morning and you think, okay, I've got to work my business today? Why are you working your Plexus business?
For that next person, to bless that next person that they ain't even got to do the products. If they just need a friend, I am just there for them. I've met so many people, y'all, they don't even do the products, but I'm their friend. And they are rooting me on whatever I'm doing, but yet they just needed that friend. And then I've made so many friends with the products because they actually had somebody there to help them take it right and help them even get into this community, because they didn't have this community like I did. And so they're learning that there is positive faith women out there that just want the best for one another. So for me to wake up every morning and be able to talk to that next person or to do anything with the Plexus community, I love looking forward to that.
Well, you just exude Christ. I mean, it's just all over you, everything you do. Oh gosh, I could ask you a million more questions, but I want to respect people's time. So I'll ask you two more, Katie. So obviously everybody that you talk to anybody is not going to say yes, automatically and immediately. How many times do you think you have to talk to somebody if they shoot you down? Are you do you get to a certain number of times you reach out to them and you're like, well, they're never going to say no, and so kind of give up on them? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, they're never going to say yes. Excuse me.
Well, if they don't block me, that means they have not totally gave me a for real no. So I continue to, y'all, I had 2 people order last month, was ready to do the full deal. And y'all, I counted back, and one I had reached out to for 42 times. That was them ghosting me, them being interested, them not talking to me. And then finally it was like, bam, I want to do this. And then the other one was 31 times. And y'all, I don't always go to them about Plexus. I will make small talk. Hey, if they went somewhere over the weekend, I'm like, man, that looks so much fun. Tell me more, So I'm not a quitter, so I don't give up on them. I just feel like they'll come around, So unless they block you, okay, I'll take a step back. But if those messages still go through, that means you're still there.
Absolutely. And quick side story, I actually had someone block me, and then 3 months later they friended me again and was like, tell me about Plexus. So I mean, it's just you just gotta love on people. That's what this is all about, right? Don't give up on them because they need it. So last question, Katie, do you feel now let me ask it this way. What could this opportunity mean for someone? What can they dream about? Can this mean for them and their family?
So it can mean so much. It can be all that they want it to be. Whatever their dreams are, whatever their goals are, if it's anything like me needing community or needing financial freedom, needing a friend to talk to, just dream big. Don't dream little, dream big. And you can make that happen through this. You can, the sky's the limit with this, y'all. There's just so much, and I can get emotional with it just thinking about all the things that is at your fingertips. It is just putting your head down, getting your lane, and go for it. but honestly, it can mean the world and more. So,
Yeah. Get in your lane. I love that because it's hard to compare. It's hard not to compare yourself to someone else. But when you're doing God's work, there's no way that he'll let you fall flat and stay there, right?
That's right.
And that's what I think this is. Well, next month, Katie gets to be on stage at convention. You want to tell everybody what convention is, Katie?
Yes. So I do want to explain convention. It's actually in, let's see, from what's today? So we've got just short of 8 days before convention. If you're not going,
Katie and I bought matching dresses. I'm so excited.
If you're not going, you're probably going to have some FOMO, but I do understand some people have other obligations and all that. But I will say, last year was my first convention. I went as a Ruby, y'all, and I was barely holding Ruby points. And I'll show y'all. I took a picture with this plastic cardboard emerald, and I was determined after I left that convention that I was going to be either senior Ruby or dang close to emerald. And y'all, I'm going as an emerald this year. And I mean, I don't want to cry. And it was not going to cry on this, but y'all, that just shows you put your head down, you put your faith in the Lord. Like I tell Jackie, when we talk, we put everything at the Lord's feet. And if it happens, it happens. If not, we know how much more we've got to go that next month, or how much more grit we've got to put in the next month. So convention, y'all, I went with no team last year either. And this year I've got a crew going with me. And so it's so much to feel what the impact that they bring in person, and how you can meet all the diamonds, meet corporate, meet all the things. And then you get that in-person training. And you can even get, I got one-on-one with some of the diamonds last year. And I was like, tell me more. You've got to tell me. And so it's phenomenal. And then just the interaction you get with our own team, with Plexus Freedom Team, it is just, words cannot describe it. If you can't make it this year, make it next year. Make it a priority and put it on your calendar for next year. They'll drop when it is and where it is at convention this year. So if you're tuning in, make sure you're tuning in, or text me or Jackie and we'll tell you where it's at, because we be there.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I had a BIS convention before, and it was not, it like Katie said, you're going to have some FOMO because it's just remarkable. Well, y'all, thank you so much for your time tonight. If you have been thinking about this as an opportunity, or someone invited you tonight, or you're listening on this as a recording right now, and God's working in your heart, I just pray that you won't sit on it, because it is just the biggest blessing. And the farther I get into this, the more blessings I find with it. So, Katie, thank you for joining us tonight. You are a true blessing. I love you to pieces. And y'all, I hope you have a fabulous evening. Thanks again.